You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. Roland Martin Unfiltered.
Absolutely. Now, folks, you may remember my next guest from his Black Panther Challenge, which was a GoFundMe campaign that allowed kids to see Black Panther for free. Well, he launched another GoFundMe campaign, this time to help people pay their rent ahead of April, the due date. Frederick Joseph joins me right now. Frederick, glad to have you on Roland Martin Unfiltered. We were just talking about what Colin Kaepernick is doing, helping people. We're seeing these things happen all over where people are saying, hey, let's help. I talked about what Tyler Perry did, buying groceries for people in Atlanta and other places as well. I mean, in this moment, we're seeing people step up to help their fellow brothers and sisters.
Yeah, it's a dire moment, and everybody has to play their part realistically. I think that nonprofits, governmental organizations, so on and so forth, everybody has to be ready to lend a hand realistically, or we're not going to get out of this. And that means that even if you're not doing the work, amplify somebody that is. If you can't go out and volunteer somewhere, then get the information out to people who can. You know, everybody has to be a part of this movement right now.
And when you look at the giving, first of all, how much have y'all raised so far?
We're at about $285,000.
And how are you then dispersing it out?
So we have a team that's vetting people via social media. So people are sending their requests in to me at Frederick Joseph on Instagram and Twitter. And we're vetting them via their profiles, vetting them via Google, and using software in the back end to make sure that they're legitimately who they say they are. And then we're sending the money via Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal to get people help as soon as possible, as opposed to waiting for a check or having to leave and go speak to an organization.
And one of the reasons why that's all, I think back when Tom Joyner created the BlackAmericaWeb.com Relief Fund for African Americans who were impacted after 9/11. And that's exactly what it was. Resources that were going directly to people, as opposed to typically what happens, the people they work with the United Way, the Red Cross, things along those lines. It's like, no. Let's go right to the people and put it directly in their hands.
Yeah, I think that that's exactly right. You know, I've seen a lot of critique online, especially about this effort that we have going right now, saying that we should give the money to an organization. And while I do respect a ton of organizations doing great work, and we raised $40,000 just a few weeks ago for the Food Bank of New York, you know, I think right now what people also need is cash right in their hands immediately for direct relief. You know, for people who can't even get on the subway or afford gas money to get to these food banks, so on and so forth, right? Or people who just need to keep the lights on.
Right.
You know, $100, $200 could be life-saving right now.
Well, absolutely, and I think it's important what you're doing. And again, moment, look, we've seen it with our show. We've seen it where our fan base said, hey, you know, I'll be on live. They're like, dude, what's your Cash App? What's your PayPal? Because you're giving us information we're not getting on the networks. We're seeing Black experts, and we've seen that sort of reaction. I think people are in this moment understand how we can help one another and support one another.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the moment is more dire than anything most of us have ever been through in our lives, right? And as a person who's come from a poverty-stricken background, I've seen dire, right? But I've grown up in situations where $20 would have made all the difference, and we could still go outside and try to figure out ways to make that $20. When $20 can make all the difference, but you're supposed to stay at home, what are you left to do, right? What devices are you left to? There aren't any. So we're trying to help the people who realistically might not have another way.
Absolutely. Where can people continue to contribute if they want to, the folks who are watching right now?
Yeah, so anyone who wants to contribute can look for the GoFundMe campaign. It's coronavirus rent relief. And realistically, if that's too hard, people can follow me at Fred T. Joseph on Twitter or Instagram. It's literally plastered all over my social media platforms, or profiles rather, right now. So if you can't donate, please also amplify. And for those in need, reach out.
All right then, Fred Joseph. Man, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Have a good
And I
one.
want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications.
Martin.